Osama bin Laden, a name that echoes through the annals of contemporary history, evokes intense emotions, geopolitical transformations, and a profound impact on global security. Born into a wealthy Saudi Arabian family, Osama bin Laden rose from relative obscurity to become the face of radical Islamic extremism and terrorism in the modern world. This in-depth exploration will delve into the intricate details of his life, beliefs, and the legacy he left behind, tracing his journey from a privileged childhood to becoming one of the most wanted men in the world. Early life and background. Osama bin Laden was born on March 10, 1957, in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, into a prominent and affluent family. He was the 17th of 52 children born to Mohammed bin Laden, a construction magnate, and his 10th wife, Hamida al-Adas. His father, Mohammed, established the Bin Laden Group, a highly successful construction company that amassed immense wealth, propelling the Bin Laden family to prominence within Saudi Arabian society. Despite the family's wealth and influence, Osama's upbringing was heavily influenced by conservative Islamic teachings. His devoutly religious mother instilled in him a strong adherence to Wahhabi Islam, an ultra-conservative branch of Sunni Islam prevalent in Saudi Arabia. These early religious teachings and exposure to the conservative Wahhabi ideology played a pivotal role in shaping Osama's worldview and future actions. Education and radicalization. Osama bin Laden received his early education in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, before pursuing higher education at King Abdulaziz University in Jeddah and later at King Abdulaziz Military College. His time at university exposed him to Islamic thought and political ideologies that would significantly influence his beliefs. During this period, he became increasingly disenchanted with the West, particularly after witnessing the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan in 1979. The Soviet invasion of Afghanistan prompted Osama bin Laden to actively engage in the Afghan resistance movement against the Soviet forces. He traveled to Afghanistan in the early 1980s and became involved in supporting the Mujahideen, the Afghan resistance fighters. Bin Laden used his wealth to fund and organize militant groups, earning respect and influence among the fighters. Formation of al-Qaeda. The Soviet withdrawal from Afghanistan in 1989 marked a turning point for Osama bin Laden. He returned to Saudi Arabia as a hero, hailed for his role in the Afghan resistance. However, his growing disillusionment with the Saudi government's alliance with the United States and the presence of American troops in Saudi Arabia during the Gulf War in 1990 to 1991 strained his relationship with the ruling establishment. In 1988, bin Laden established al-Qaeda, which translates to the base, with the primary objective of continuing the jihad beyond Afghanistan. Al-Qaeda aimed to unite Muslims worldwide to fight against perceived enemies of Islam, primarily targeting the United States and its allies due to their presence in Muslim lands and perceived exploitation of Islamic countries. Terrorist attacks and global impact. Osama bin Laden and al-Qaeda orchestrated a series of terrorist attacks that shook the world and redefined the nature of modern terrorism. The most infamous among these was the September 11, 2001, attacks on the United States. 19 al-Qaeda militants hijacked 4 commercial airplanes, crashing 2 into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York City, causing their collapse. Another plane targeted the Pentagon, while the 4th crashed in a field in Pennsylvania after passengers attempted to regain control from the hijackers. The 9/11 attacks resulted in the deaths of nearly 3,000 innocent civilians and triggered a global response against terrorism. The devastating impact of the 9/11 attacks prompted the United States, under President George W. Bush's leadership, to launch the War on Terror. The U.S. military, along with its allies, initiated military campaigns in Afghanistan and later in Iraq, aiming to dismantle terrorist networks, including al-Qaeda, and eliminate their ability to launch further attacks. Hunted fugitive. Following the September 11th attacks, Osama bin Laden became the most hunted man in the world. He went into hiding, constantly evading capture for nearly a decade. The United States launched an extensive manhunt, intensifying efforts to locate and eliminate bin Laden, offering substantial rewards for any information leading to his capture. The pursuit and elimination. After years of pursuit, on May 2, 2011, a team of U.S. Navy SEALs launched a covert operation in Abbottabad, Pakistan, targeting Osama bin Laden's compound. The operation, codenamed Operation Neptune Spear, resulted in bin Laden's death. He was shot and killed during a firefight, and his body was later buried at sea in accordance with Islamic tradition. Legacy and impact. The legacy of Osama bin Laden is a complex and divisive one. While some view him as a martyr and hero of the Islamist cause, many others condemn him as a ruthless terrorist responsible for the deaths of thousands of innocent civilians. His actions and ideology continue to reverberate in global politics, reshaping international relations, security measures, and public perceptions of Islam. The death of bin Laden did not mark the end of terrorism or extremism. Al-Qaeda splintered into various factions, and new extremist groups emerged, continuing to perpetrate violence in different parts of the world. The ideas and tactics he espoused have influenced subsequent generations of extremists, perpetuating conflicts and posing ongoing challenges to global security. The life of Osama bin Laden is a multifaceted narrative that traverses wealth, privilege, radicalization, militancy, and ultimately, infamy. From his early days as a scion of a wealthy family to becoming the face of global terrorism, bin Laden's journey is marked by a radical transformation that shaped the modern world's geopolitical landscape. His ideology and actions spurred seismic shifts in global politics, leading to wars, security measures, and altering perceptions about Islam and the West. The 9/11 attacks remain an enduring symbol of the devastating consequences of extremism and the complexities of addressing global terrorism. Osama bin Laden's life and legacy serve as a stark reminder of the enduring challenges posed by radical ideologies in the ongoing struggle to confront and counteract the threat of terrorism in the modern world. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to join our community. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss an update. Share this content with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay awesome.